Ian's a firecracker. He burns hot, he burns fast. He's something else. He's something else.
Hey, how's it going? My name's Ian Patterson. I started a small business called Patterson's Pizza in my backyard, right at the midpoint of, I'm not gonna say it, the C word. I almost fell into it accidentally. It was never meant to be a real business. I was living in Toronto in the city, and in between the lull when no one was working, I had to teach myself how to make food just to get by, to be honest. And I fell in love with comfort food. My first pizza making memory was hilarious. It was this weird or this big, and it was just stuff out of my kitchen. So I had like ground beef from like some hamburgers on one half, and then like a tomato I had just chopped up. So it was like hamburger on one side and tomato on the other, and it looked like this, and I was so proud. And it was the best pizza I ever made in my life. And I'm like, oh my God, what have I done? I've created a monster. And then they just got rounder and rounder and rounder and tastier and tastier and tastier. I got into it so much that I bought my own little tiny pizza oven, like the Uni, and get it home to my condo, told my roommate, I'm like, yo, I got this sweet new pizza oven. We're gonna fire them up on the patio all the time now. And he's like, you can't bring that in the building. And I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, no, you cannot bring that in the building. Next thing you know, I'm on the phone with my mom in Markham. I'm in the city. I'm like, Mom, do you have any room for a pizza oven? So while I was home, I got into kind of using that oven in the backyard. And then I remember that post, I think it was like right at the end of the year, just posted on my personal social media saying like, I'm about to do something really stupid. I don't know what this means or what it is, but you've all been following me on my small pizza journey. I sold out almost immediately, and all time slotted, social distance, I'd bring it to your car. And then from that weekend on, I essentially sold out every single weekend for almost about 3 years now. And it's just been wild. So to say what started it, that's kind of like the long story.
How did you come across Ian?
So met him through one of our servers, kind of a friend situation. It was like, we were looking for like a food option, and they were, we're like, hey, there's this guy who's making pizzas in his backyard. Would you be interested like having him come in as like a pop-up? So we're like, all right, let's try it out. We'll try it on like a weekend. And then it became like this weekend, then the next weekend, then it just became every single weekend. And he kind of went from his backyard to coming here, and that was kind of the whole thing. So it was just through like a kind of a friend of a friend thing. We're like, you need a guy? And we're like, we could use a guy. And he was the guy.
Actually on the weekend, it was Rouge River's 7th anniversary. Which I call like the Rouge River All-Star Game. So everyone I've met over the last couple of years, and they've met over the last 7 years, all came out to show support for the brewery. And one of the people who was sitting just straight over there said, hey Ian, I don't know if you remember me. And I'm like, do I not remember you? And it was when I was still living in the city before I'd done anything. She goes, I saw you're making pizza in your backyard when you come home on weekends. Would you want to do a pizza party for me and my friends? We're all social distance. We're just going to get in my backyard, blankets, chairs. Would you want to set up some tables and cook some pizza for us? I said, I don't know what I'm doing, but sure. Just like as long as you know that I don't know what I'm doing and I've never done this, let's try and give it a shot. So we did it, and her neighbors ended up smelling it and coming over. They're like, what's that? Well, I ended up making way more pizzas than I thought, but seeing her on just 2 days ago, totally unexpected. I looked at her, I'm like, give her a hug, and I didn't let go for like 2 minutes. I'm like, I ain't letting go, no. This ain't a quick hug, this is a thank you hug. None of this, I'm not here, none of this exists without you taking a chance on me. And it was like, just beautiful.